It's a Friday morning here on the show. My name is Benedict Owusu. We've got to talk sports, and today we've got an interview to do here in the studio. Before we do that, we have to tell you about the Confederation Cup, which is starting tomorrow in Russia. Russia will be hosting the 2018 FIFA World Cup, and you know, as you already know, every year before the World Cup, we play a Confederation Cup before the tournament proper, and the host nation also hosts that very competition in Russia. The likes of New Zealand, as well as Portugal, Mexico, Cameroon, Chile, Australia, Germany will all be in action in this year's FIFA Confederation Cup. We also will talk the MTN FA Cup run of 16 matches this weekend. No Premier League games, but rather we've got MTN FA Cup matches. And also yesterday at the Pram Pram, that's the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence in Pram Pram, the local Black Stars, that's the Black Stars B, played a friendly with Interallies, which they actually came from a goal down to beat Interallies by 3-1. The Black Princesses, that's the under-20 team, they've also discovered their preliminary stage opponents when it comes to the 2018 FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup, which will be staged in France. They will play Algeria on the weekend of 26-30 of September. We'll bring you more on that as well. But we start with Captain Asamoah Gyan. Well, yesterday he was in the studios of Joy FM, came on Personality Profile with Lexis Bill, and he spoke about what people have been talking about, that probably there is some kind of tension between himself and Andre Ayew when it comes to the captaincy of the Black Stars.
Andre has got his own friends after camping.
Are you one of them?
When I see Andre Ayew, we talk like normal friends, you know. But I've also got my friends. I've also got my entourage that I move around with everywhere I go.
But that doesn't
I won't
include.
I cannot call Andre and say, Andre, let's go to the bar or let's go here. He's also got his people. But when we are in the camp, we are teammates.
Okay.
We share ideas together. We crack jokes together. But it doesn't mean after the camping, we have to do everything together.
Yeah.
Like, we also have people that we move with, which is a normal thing.
So when you hear of rumors of little tension between you and Dede, do you hear of those though?
Yeah, I hear a lot of things. But
what's your reaction to that?
For me, what I would say is people should stop this media. People should stop this rivalry thing. They shouldn't create something which is not there. You understand? Because even when I was in Dubai, Andre came with his club for pre-season. He called me. We met. We went out. We ate. He went back to camp. You know, so it doesn't. People shouldn't create that. It's not going to help the team.
Right.
Honestly.
Is there anything you think that you two could do to actually even, you know, erase the perception? Have you thought of it?
If we talk and people misquote us, then how can we talk? Maybe we talk and then somebody picks a word and then change the word and say something.
Yeah.
It doesn't. For me, it doesn't help. But what I'll say is to summarize everything, I don't have a problem with Andre. Andre is my guy.
Wonderful.
Andre is my friend.
So that was Black Stars captain Asamoah Gyan, who was on yesterday's Personality Profile show with Lexis Bill, and you get to hear more from him in our subsequent sports bulletins here on the JoyNews channel. Well, we'll move on, and this is the time players as well as managers will be moving from one club to the other in Europe. Is a transfer window which has opened, and Ghanaian players, by virtue of their performance last season, definitely will be moving. This is according to FIFA. Ghanaian FIFA player agent, that's Oliver Arthur. He was on yesterday's edition of Sports Today.
In football, everything it's possible. Somebody will say, no, we're not going anywhere. Even though Torino has called that the free actor should be given a new contract. They've been pushing and calling me for almost 10 days, but because of the event, I was concentrated on the event. The club wants to give him a new contract, but there are a lot of other offers also for Africa. So we have 2 months to go. We still assess the situation and we'll see. But there's possibility that Aqua might leave Torino.
And what an amazing performance Richmond Boachi Adam exhibited at Red Star Belgrade. A player that most people thought he was finished, all of a sudden comes up and was banging in goals left and right, week in, week out. And he scored as many as 16 goals. That was impressive.
Yes. I think that Boachi also, it got into him a little bit when everybody was praising Boachi, and Boachi, everywhere is Boachi. Juventus called Boachi. So as a young player coming up, it got the better side of him, and then he slowed down with his performance. So when the opportunity came that he has to go to Red Star, I was like, no, Red Star. No, I said, no, Boachi, this is the time that you have to prove to people that you can still come back. You understand? So he got the opportunity, went there, and he did fantastic. Now today, Red Star called that no, Boachi has to play at least one more match with them if he would leave or if he stay, because they have a Europa qualifier on 29th. So Boachi is leaving tonight, and he will play in the Europa qualifier. After, we would see the destination of Boachi, because Boachi is a free player now because Latina is gone bankrupt. So we are looking at the best options for him for the next season.
Finally, do you expect to see Ghanaian players move? We are in the transfer window.
There are a lot of movements going to come up. There are a lot of movement. There's a lot in the pipeline. There's a lot that I'm doing. There are a lot of offers that we are already discussing. But I think that it's important that we put pen on paper to make this official. But there are a lot of movement. I can even tell you that it's possible that 90% Godfrey Sonta might be moving from Bologna, and it has a big move that he's moving. Even though this is he didn't play well, still clubs are interested in pushing up for him, and there's going to be a big move for him.
So that was Oliver Arthur. He's a Ghanaian FIFA player agent speaking on his anticipation of players making moves in the summer transfer window. He is the agent for Ifiako as well as Richmond Boachi Adam and some other top Ghanaian players in Italy. Well, this weekend we're not going to have Ghana Premier League matches. Rather, it's going to be the MTN FA Cup games, round of 16, and we've got Dambo today. Will take on Liberty Professionals. NEA Salamina will come up against Steadfast. It's only when there is MTN FA Cup around that you get to hear of names like this one. Salamina, Steadfast, and Samatex War All Stars is happening. Defending Premier League champions Kumasi Asante Kotoko will take on Wasaman. They will have Medium Mercy at the Takwati TNA Park will take on Elmina Sharks. Young Wise, Accra Heart of Oak. So Accra Young Wise, lower division side will play Accra Heart of Oak. They will have Amidaos Professionals. They will come up against Wafa. Then Chelsea Bichim United will be an all Premier League encounter in the MTN FA Cup. So from football, we've got to talk some boxing. And undefeated Cruiserweight champion Bukom Banku is calling out his challenger, that's Baster Sameh, to make good his vow to honor a fight between the two boxers. Now, Banku, who is also known as Brian Makamoko, is undefeated in 29 fights, claims Baster has avoided signing a contract for the proposed August 29 bout. But that's supposed to happen at the Bukom Arena Square. Then the bout being put together by Box Office Promotions is yet to be announced. And this is really frustrating Bukom Banku.
But he's not coming on again because Basti is fear me. The time he did for America, he's bragging. When I come Ghana at the Challenger Africa Mayweather, I will beat Bukom Banku. And you come to the nation. And unless Asamoah is our promoter, they call you to come and sign the contract. And the guy is run away. He's fear me. Basti cannot fit me. If you give Mayweather sparring, so what? I'm the Africa Mayweather. I'm the nation killer. I'm the president of the boxing. We have the good bosses in Ghana, but we don't need help. You know, I want to beat Basti, and the Ghanaians know that he be small bosser. And the Basti is run away. When I listen to him, I call him to come and sign the contract. He's run away. Ghanaians, he's told me at the fear. Me, I'm a woman. If somebody say they like me, yes, and if you. And this time I say they love Basti, come and fight. And you run away. What Ghanaians? I don't want anybody to tell me that Banku is no sign. Basti is fear. I will call Basti to ask them that why he don't come and fight. Because I'm ready for the last fight. Ghanaians know that I'm a state champion in the nation. And the Basti is run away. He's jobbing. He's bragging like a milk. It is there. They are empty cocoa. I need to fight because I'm ready for the fight.
Okay. Now, did you sign your part of the contract? I'm
not signing my part of the contract because me and Basti, we stand to sign together. And he's run away. Unless in time, our promoter, they call on. He's not picking our call. He fear. He's drinking the beer. He smoke the ganja and cigarette every time. But me, I'm ready. I'm training all the time because my coach, Wadada, all the time is training me. And I want to beat Basti. And the Ghanaians know that he be Coco Bossa.
I see.
Yes, I'm ready.
What is Coco Boxer?
Coco Boxer. To no go ni ejo is. I'm a dank potoi. You know Kaklo like something smooth. Like Basti is a smooth boxer. He cannot fit me. Ghana boxing. Everybody know that I'm a president of the boxing. Nobody can challenge me. If Basti no fight, I want the Ghanaians to help me to go and beat Anthony Joshua. I'm ready for that guy. Because when I see him fight at this time, he cannot fit me anywhere. Me, I'm ready all the time because I'm the champion in the nation.
I see. So At this moment, there's nobody here who can stand you.
Who can come? What I can, who can come? Nobody can challenge me in the nation. Nobody can fit me. If he brings somebody to come, he can't fit me.
So that was Bukom Banku in that interview with our editor, that's Joy Sports editor Nathaniel Atterwell. Banku wants to fight Samuel Baste. We hope and pray that that bout will become a reality. Well, from B, which is boxing, we've got to talk another B sport, that's basketball. I used to play basketball when I was a kid, growing up in Dansuman Snare Flats, where we've got a lot of guys there always, you know, coming around to play basketball. And today, it's just unfortunate that some of us in our area could not make it a league. But somewhere here in Accra or around Accra in Tema, we've got a proper basketball league running, which is very, very impressive, because if we've got a spot like that where we have a league running and for, I don't know how long it's been running though, but they are going to tell me, they are in the studio, organizer of the basketball league in Tema, as well as the defending champions of last season's league. Their coach is here, so they're going to tell us more. I've got with me Prince Owusu Enin. He's the organizer of the Tema Basketball League and coach of Nungwa Cool Store, Kenneth Caesar. Hey, coach, you couldn't get any other name apart from Cool Store?
Well, that name has a symbolic meaning to my players. It's the area in which they fell in love with the game of basketball. That's where our first court was located.
But so you have lots of cool stores in that area, eh?
No, it's specific.
Okay.
Nungwa Cool Store. When you get to Nungwa, you say Nungwa Cool Store. Everybody knows where it is.
Well, I don't really know Nungwa that well, that's why. But Prince,
Yeah.
How were you able to put this together? I mentioned that in my area, Dansuman, Snare Flats, Ham, Tunga, I don't know if you know that. We have lots of basketball guys there, but we couldn't do this, and we've been able to put this together.
Well, yes, I must say this was an initiative of a friend of ours, a mutual friend of ours. His name, Frederick Yeboah, popularly known in basketball circles as Osofo.
Okay.
So basically, the boys in Tema, especially on the Chinese court, which is located at Tema Community 4, we play basketball almost every day, from Monday to Sunday. After school, boys come to play during vacations. You have boys coming from tertiary institutions to play. And so Osofo then decided, looking at how people really have developed love for the game, which in Ghana is at this point gaining a lot of popularity, why not bring them together? Let's form a league, let's groom talents, and let's also get to the point where Ghana can export players. Wow. So that was Osofo's idea. And so he single-handedly started this league a year ago. And then he brought some of us on board. I came on board, Sandy Siedu, and then Coach Caesar himself. And then we put this thing together, and it's been running successfully for 1 year now. So currently we have 15 teams in the league. We play every Sunday, 4 games every day. And then the whole idea is to, you know, introduce basketball as not a lesser sport, but to, you know, gain popularity just like soccer. And then also for kids to have something to do, to take their minds off certain, you know, bad behaviors or certain social vices. And so we realize also that when kids, you know, after high school, a lot of them want to go to tertiary institutions, but then some have some kind of financial restraints and all. But then if you look at developed countries, they use sports as a medium to help these kids to get, you know, access into tertiary institutions where they give them scholarship, government scholarship or corporate scholarship or some individual scholarships. So with that same mentality that my basketball league is gaining grounds, we want to be able to help kids and then expose them and then to invite tertiary coaches to come see these young guys and then, you know, get the best out of them, put them to school, help them with some form of scholarship. We will have others, you know, also contribute so that everybody can have education while they also play the sport they love. Because believe me, you see, basketball and sports in general is also a very good factor when it comes to culture enhancement, because it instills discipline in these boys and it takes their mind off certain things that could probably, you know, or possibly sway them into the areas where their parents are trying to avoid. So it's been well embraced, and then so far so good.
So you mentioned 15 teams, and we're in the second season.
This is the second season, yes.
In terms of sponsorship, how are you guys managing it?
Well, I must say, then again, I would have to say a very big thank you to Freddie Yeboah Osofo, because he's been single-handedly handling the finances for over a year. It is now that he's had some support from some individuals like Coach Caesar, like myself, like Sandy Siedu, and then some of the coaches of the various teams who have also contributed very little here and there to help. And then we have our referees. We should also say very big thank you to our referees, Referee Gasu Nyansenko, who have taken time off their busy schedules every Sunday to come and officiate these matches. They've done tremendously well. So for now, we don't have any sponsorship.
Are you under the Ghana Basketball Association?
We are yet to register with them.
You are yet to. I think you guys must register.
Yes,
Coach,
yes.
How were you guys able to win the maiden one? I'm sure it was very good for Nungwa Coastal.
Yes, it was. It was a very, very difficult competition. As at the time that we started the league, the team that was, excuse me, bossing everybody around was Asamoah Lions. So it was, till now we have this rivalry.
You've got some LeBron James and Kevin Durant in the team, eh?
We've got better than LeBron James.
Hey.
See, that's the thing in Ghana. Ghana, we have a lot of talented athletes. And if they put their minds to it, they can play any sport that they like. These kids just happen to like basketball. And if you can come by the court any other days that we play, you'll be impressed at the skill level that the guys are exhibiting.
So are we retaining the title this season?
That's the plan. That's the plan. We've already
What's the
played.
position on the league now?
We're second now.
You're second, okay.
Yeah.
To which team?
We're second to, I think, Reformers.
Reformers, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Briefly,
Yes.
it's based in Tema.
Yes.
You have any plans of probably maybe making it a national thing?
Yes. Currently, we have some of the teams coming from Accra. Junior Reformers is from Accra. We have the police service also playing in there. And so, and then Akachi, we have a team coming all the way from the Volta region. A very big thank you to them as well.
Okay.
And the idea is to grow it in Tema and then expand to outskirts of various regions, because it's about time that we channel most of our attention to basketball as well, to help grow the sport and the sport talents. Yeah.
And sorry about that. You mentioned 15 teams.
Yes.
Where do you guys play?
Tema Community 4 Chinese Court.
Tema Community 4.
Chinese
Which days?
Court.
Sundays?
On Sundays, yes.
What
We
time?
start at 3:30 for the first match, and then it ends at 7:30.
All right, okay. Definitely, we'll come out and check it out. Thanks so much, Prince Owusu,
Thank you.
organizer of the Tema Basketball League, as well as Kenneth Caesar. He's coach of Nungwa Coastal. They are defending champions of the maiden Tema Basketball League. Well, we've got to talk the 2017 FIFA Confederation Cup before I take leave of you. And it's starting this weekend. World champions Germany, they've actually touched down in Russia ahead of their first game. So the Confederation Cup is on this very weekend. Russia, they are host. They will play New Zealand as well as Portugal. Mexico, they will have Cameroon. Chile, Cameroon won the Africa Cup of Nations, and by virtue of that, they participate in the Confederation Cup. They take on Chile. They will have Australia. Will play Germany. That's how we end sports this morning here on the AM Show. My name is Benedict Tosu. Thanks so much for your company. And always follow us on Twitter. It's at Joy Sports GH on Facebook. You can also get us at Joy Sports GH. More sports news on the My Joy online sports page. And join us at 2 for a major sports bulletin with Nathan Lelato. That's Sports Today. Have a wonderful day.